Hey everybody. The other day I decided I wanted to time lapse a thunderstorm as it passed through, and I had to create a quick little something to keep the camera out of the rain. So what I did is I took a little Ziploc bag and stuck it over the camera as it was attached to the tripod and taped it over. While this worked okay, it didn't get the best picture, so I come up with a better idea. I think it's a pretty good idea, so I'm going to make a video about it, how to do this. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a decent little weather cover for your flip or DXG video camera that's in this type of form factor. More or less a pocket camcorder. What you'll need is a plastic container such as this, a little thumb drill, little pair of scissors. This is what I use. You can also use a knife too, but be careful if you use a knife. You will also need some plexiglass or a piece of like saran wrap or some clear plastic from like an RC box or something to go across the front here to get this out of the way to get a better picture. I'll go over that later. Anyways, what I've done here is I took this plastic container and I used a thumb drill to put a hole in the bottom of it here. I stuck my camera in here and used a Sharpie to mark where the tripod mount is, and basically I cut a hole through here, and I then took the scissors and then bored the hole out to size. So basically how this works is you have to have a tripod to use this. Of course you don't want me standing out there in a lightning storm or in rain anyhow. What you do here is you take this slips on, and then you have to turn the screw to get this to fit in place, which I can't do it with one hand very easy. So anyway, you get the idea how it was installed. This goes on first, you screw this on, and then you screw on the camera as always. Now of course when you're designing this, I'm not exactly sure where the flip camera's tripod mount is. What you'll do is you'll sit your camera inside the container and figure out a good spot for it somewhere in the center, and wherever your tripod mount is, drill the hole there. Okay, I've reattached the camera and the casing. Here's a close look at how everything's configured. Which, if you look here at the camera's viewfinder, if you can see, everything looks kind of blurry. This is the reason why we're going to swap this out with either plexiglass, some thin plastic that's clear, or saran wrap, which I don't really recommend that, but we got to change this out with something else. Okay, different day, but anyways, I got this thing put together finally. This is the final product, how it looks. What I did was I cut the front to size to where the camera can see out really well, and I cut me a piece of plexiglass to size and glued it on there. And once I did that, I sealed all around through here with some black silicone. So now the camera has a clear view of out that way. Everything looks good and clear. If you might be able to notice here, I took some electrical tape and taped over that silver ring that's on the front of this thing, because sometimes if the light enters at the right direction, you can kind of get a reflection of the front here, kind of distorting the view. But anyways, I had this camera time lapsing earlier, and as you can see, there's still some rain on top of this thing. This thing was covered in water earlier, but on the inside, perfectly dry. I mean, if you have a digital camera such as this Canon PowerShot A470 or any other camera that sits like this, you can actually take a container like this and just have it horizontal instead of vertical and cut the hole somewhere in here. Or if you have a camera such as what I'm using right now, the DXG 579V, which is different than this one. This one here is, you know, like the flip more or less, it's flat. But the DXG 579V has the lens on front and it's long ways, I guess I could say, the best I could describe it. I'll put a picture up in a video. Anyways, for a camera such as the 579V, you could cut a hole somewhere in here and put plexiglass glass on the side here. I mean, there's also different ways you can design this, but anyways, this is how you can easily make. Anyways, this is how you can easily design a weatherproof casing for your DXG camera, or flip camcorder, or about any small camcorder or camera for that matter. Anyways, any questions or comments? Let me know.